I will tell you now, whoever is funding the agenda against the EFF to want to see the EFF demise and collapse, that person is very armed. And that person is funding all of them in the politics, all political parties, all organizations. They are funded against the EFF. I will tell you that now live. Sooner or later, that news will come to your doorstep, and maybe you'll understand why I say this a little bit earlier though. But sooner or later, you'll understand why I'm saying that. But today, we're not going into deeper stuff. Operation Dudula. I want to take you on a journey, on an open mind, spiritual journey to understand how the campaigning on the side of Operation Dudula against the EFF, how they do it. But I want you to observe a video. If you don't see this and you're going to wait for me, Yazin, watch this.
Yeah, boy. Evan, you are a South African. We are why change your ID or clinic. Clinic here mangia Dudula. So why are chanja zenegamanya lemonya get permit or at zenegam? What you are doing is illegal. Illegal. What you are doing is illegal. You can't take the law into your hands. You can't do that. You took me to TikTok. I don't care. I don't care. We are going back to apartheid. Yabathu babantu akusi EFF nguleft tsana kamo awusi utsana mo clinic ya siyabona. Get into the clinic.
If you didn't see what happened there, then maybe you're not tuned in, you're not really understanding what is it I wanted to expose to you, and I wanted to tell you, and I wanted to show you. But I will tell you what happened there is that these people are on a mission to wanna downplay EFF, to wanna downgrade, to wanna decampaign the EFF. Why am I saying so? Every time there's a rebellion from South African citizens, not even foreigners, forget foreigners, our very own South African citizens, they be going to clinics, they be going to hospitals to get services. I'm talking about South African people. But because Operation Dudula, they've made it their duty to want to ask for IDs. Sometimes our very own South Africans be not carrying IDs because maybe Pumem Sebenzini, he left the ID at home, doesn't want to lose the ID, came straight from college, varsity, from campus, left the ID, quick at clinic for some services, Funuk Jova, Mapilisi, STI, STD, pregnancy test and all of that. And you just want a quick, and you forgot your ID. So what they do is that when our very own South Africans rebel against them, they want to make it seem as if it's EFF that is rebelling against them. And then the popular narrative will be EFF is fighting Operation Dudula, they're protecting foreigners. And Lapa, you just heard. You heard the lady, the young girl who was speaking, and you heard the timer, the old timer who was speaking. The timer was saying, we are not EFF. This girl says she's not EFF, and she's just trying to enter the hospital. Where do you get the authority to close the hospitals, to close the clinic? She's not a foreigner. You can see her, you can understand her language. She's speaking a local language. So why are you saying we are EFF? They can say that in the video, but they don't know the long-term strategy and plan is when these things go online. People don't care what that old Matala says. People see that as this Operation Dudula ladies must be right. Why is the EFF rebelling against them? if the EFF is really for South Africans, why is that lady, if she's a South African, not taking out her ID? Because people are emotional like that. But people forget that sometimes you come straight from varsity, ushi ID and you're writing a test, not a test, because when you write a test, they need your ID. You're just going for a quick class. Petty side baggy, writing your notes on your phone. You don't have your ID, you don't want to lose it. You're carrying few parcels in this nyana. And then or party headache or party something, or you remembered you have to go and check up for something. And then because in the clinics and the hospitals, they have your file. So there's no need for you to come with your ID to start over the process. You can just go there and request your file. Hey, my name is what. Okay, they go and check your file. Okay, they take your file and then you go get, maybe our own South Africans usually go through that. But because the Operation Dudula and the funders who funded this agenda against the EFF, and you must watch it from today going onward. I just showed you this. You must observe very carefully. All videos you see of Operation Dudula, they always want to make it seem as if they are fighting against EFF. Even when our very own South Africans rise up against them as Operation Dudula, they would say, Pekani EFF is fighting Operation Dudula, EFF is protecting foreigners. And not just that, there is an organization called Abahlali Basemjondolo. That organization, they wear red and they always rebel against Operation Dudula. Operation Dudula is always going back and forth with Abahlali Basemjondolo. But when it goes out there, when they report it, they say the EFF was fighting them in the streets, in the march and march streets. It was the EFF wearing red marching against them. That's how it goes online. Yeah, in reality, it might not have happened the same way they say it online. But online, the perception, so trend. There's a bunch of impressionable emotionals out here. They will believe whatever they hear. And most people, when it comes to the foreigners issue, they don't want to apply their mind. They're just too emotional. And most people already have this notion of fighting against EFF. EFF is for foreigners. So whoever is funding these things has a premeditated strategy. If it's not Floyd being used against the EFF, it's Bossa. Numzilo Musima Manutin. It's Bossa now. Used Uchi is not gonna join, or he doesn't wanna be part of a GNU that has MK Party and EFF in it. Isn't that the language the DA was speaking? Isn't that the DA, the moonshot pack language? Okay, cool. You'll wake up later, it's fine. So if it's not him, it's some BS things from Action SA. If it's not Action SA, it's some BS nonsense from the MK Party, from the ANC. You must observe these fighters, these people, whoever is funding this thing of politics, they have rigged it against the EFF. And here, I don't even want to dive deep into explaining much. I'm just trying to tell you that you must pay attention what is happening. Usually now, from now up until the next elections, now plus now is the most critical time. With the greatest breaking news in the country, must pay attention. All the rigged strategies against the EFF. If you are really open-minded, you will see. If you can't see, it's fine. We will explain it to you when we get time. But Operation Dudula is onto something with this. Just blaming random people who are just rebelling against you. Hi, Pekani, calling. Pekani, ama EFF bafigile, baslwisa. But if you can't see it, forget about it. If you didn't see it, if you didn't notice, forget about it. It's cool. Maybe you are not too observant. It's fine. There is people like you in this world. But we thank you very much, guys. Thank you.